Hey guys, back with another free collective reading. Okay, these are collective readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Take whatever resonates and leave the rest. So we're going with this. The group of people who have some sick fantasies, who are creating fake videos, pictures using AI, probably to try and place you at a crime scene, okay? Fake videos, fake pictures, using AI. They've got persecute, hostility, ill treatment. They've got cult ties, satanic cults, satanic sacrifices, devil worship, okay? Devil worship. They've fallen under their own illusions, okay? You could have broken these cycles, broken these hexes, broken these curses, okay? Was getting some sort of sexual favours for immunity, alright? So this could be some sort of corrupt law, linking to corrupt law. They've been getting involved in animal sacrifice. They was paying law firms to block justice. You could have been incarnated to dismantle evil cults and covens. These people are acting like they don't know this masculine, this feminine now. Never even heard of them. They're not part of the family or anything like that, okay? Faked their own death or faked your own death. So they're either faking their own death, okay, to get away with the crimes, changing their identity in order to get away with the crimes, or they could have tried to, because they've some sort of stolen belongings, could have tried to, a cousin could have tried to fake their own death, or a cousin is involved in creating a false narrative, okay, and then to get out of charges, they could have tried to, fake your death, this masculine or this feminine's death, but fake will. Linking to Masons or Lady Masons, Eastern Stars, so the lodge under investigation. Set up false claims, false accusations, unfounded accusations linking to this cousin. Sinister plots have been exposed. So I'm getting that this sinister plot is linking to a cousin who wanted to create a false narrative, could have forced power of attorney, done some sort of insurance job, inheritance job, and then actually declared this masculine or feminine as dead in order to take this will. Because in this will, they've signed everything over to them. Alright, so maybe forced power of attorney, 0303, done a fake will. Oh my lord. We've got invading your privacy, stalking, spying, but we have got a good judge here who works with Archangel Michael, look. Okay, so good judge is going to be sentencing them because evidence is being gathered, trying to compete to be you and all you have. So they've used this masculine or feminine's birth certificate, social security number to open a bank account, okay? They've been working with dark spirits and now they're being haunted. They've got involved in poison manipulation, venom manipulation, various toxins inflicts negative effects upon target to cause total paralysis or even kill someone outright. And they've also got involved in humiliation rituals. So they could have already declared this masculine or feminine dead because they have poisoned this person, okay, and created a false narrative and a lot of false fake claims. Attempted murder. So much injustice exposed. So attempted murder. And then they've declared this masculine, their own cousin, their own masculine or feminine cousin, dead after doing some sort of rituals, humiliation rituals, maybe even sexually degrading rituals. Yeah, sexually degrading rituals, and poisoning their own cousin to death, and then maybe force some sort of power of attorney, then sign everything over to them in the will. So I'm getting that they've already declared this masculine or feminine dead. They're all turning on each other. They're doing shut up spells. They have some severe mental health issues. They've been going to holiday resorts. They're all demonically possessed. Corrupt funeral home involved in order to help declare this masculine, this feminine dead. A corrupt funeral home is involved. Linking to Freemasons, Brotherhood, Blood Earths, Luciferians, who are involved in bumping people off for their own inheritance, filing false accusations, but because they work in law, linking to a funeral home, already declared somebody dead who's not actually dead. So they've got a search warrant to search this corrupt funeral home and search these corrupt Masons' lodges. Because they do satanic rituals, Baphomet rituals, conjuring up demons and devils. Selling soul for financial gains, money, power and fame and social status. Trying to set this person up to get a criminal record in order to scapegoat this person. Satanic ritual abuse, okay. Their wife is involved, so this Masonic masculine's wife is involved, so she's probably a part of the Lady Masons. So we've got gross misconduct, something that is very serious and has very serious effects. And then they're involved in BLOOD, sacrifice, human sacrifice. Trying to stop you from testifying. They're all in bed with one another. There's a lot of malpractice, okay? Improper, illegal or negligent professional behaviour. So they're going to go down for a lot of crimes, okay? Blackmail. Demanding money or another benefit in return of not revealing damaging or compromising info. Then we've got abuse of power, unjust advantage of individuals, organisations or governments. Then we've got blue-collar crimes, theft, drug charges, sexual assault, okay? Trying to keep this masculine and feminine in isolation as they think they're easier to control when they are on their own. But I'm getting that they've already declared this masculine or feminine as dead. Then they're doing stop and block justice spells. So their nephews is involved, or cousins, nephews, niece involved. So there's nephews involved, nieces involved, cousin involved, okay? Doing suicide spells. Oh my God. Gaslighting, a form of emotional abuse and mental abuse, making out like they'd never do anything of the sort. They've been cornered and exposed. There's so many people involved in trying to cover this up, and they are linking to other court cases. They're involved in changing medical records, okay, to label someone as mentally unstable when they're doing all these things. So it's them who's actually mentally unstable because they've been ritualistically abusing them, okay, and then quite possibly creating some sort of fake court proceedings to create diversions and distractions. Someone in this connection is about to have a heart attack or has already nearly had a heart attack. We've got Eastern Stars, Lady Masons. Eastern Stars, Lady Masons. I went past that POA. Where's it gone? Because it is a power of attorney. It was there. I did see it. It was there. So they have done some sort of power of attorney. Alright. They've done some sort of power of attorney and then like an insurance job and then already declared this. There we go. If it was supposed to come out, it was supposed to come out. They forced the power of attorney and then planned the funeral already. So it was all premeditated. Got involved in tunage with a funeral home and declared this masculine and feminine dead, and then they've been paying people hush-hush money. So black-collar crimes, judges involved, so well-connected. Then we have theft to money laundering, child, SA, Clergy. is significant. They have heavy hearts, so many evil acts, deeds and unrepented sins. And they've been buying cars and bikes with stolen money, okay? Cars and bikes with stolen money. It's a lot already. They've been doing some sort of sympathy spells. Sympathy spells. Fell could be significant. They've fallen from grace. Psychological warfare. Actions intended to reduce morals. To reduce oh God, I can't even get the bloody words out. It's a criminal enterprise. They have been doing a lot of spell work, okay? Some of these people in this connection, they've been paying for surgery with stolen money. So they've been modifying themselves. They will get beat up in prison for this, okay? They will get beat up in prison. Always trying to gain access inside this masculine feminine's home. And they've all done this to their own family. Okay? They've all done this to their own family member. It usually is, okay? Their friends are involved. Usually is. Their friends are involved. Paying people for spell work and readings, okay? They're having nightmares about this masculine or feminine being successful. They're having fits. They're having absolute fits in case they get their own wealth back. They can't imagine their life letting their own cousin and their own family member being successful and rich. They want to take their riches and success for themselves. I can't believe these people get away with it, but I'm getting that they've done this many and many times before, because they're linking to a secret society, secret club, organisations, a set of perverts, alright, underground. They've got caught on camera. Following, stalking this masculine or feminine. One of them could have been in a car or bike accident, linking to some dangerous driving. A lot of car, bike accidents with this stolen money, what they've been paying out to people, getting them new cars or bikes. Could have got their nephew or niece a new bike, or try and set you up in a fight to be outnumbered. They're all going to get fired for these cover-ups. And they just wanted power and dominion over this masculine, this feminine's full life with this forced power of attorney. And they're trying to justify their evil acts and deeds. But there's nothing. So I'm getting that this family member doesn't want to join the dark side with them. So they've been satanically, ritually abusing their own family member throughout their full life. Everyone in this cult is being watched. They're called calculated killers. Everyone is being watched. And they are going to get done for incitement also, provoking unlawful behaviour or urging someone to behave unlawfully. Because maybe this masculine or feminine has been trying to defend themselves, alright? And then they're just like, oh look, they're flipping out. They're flipping out, being narcissistic. They're flipping out, look at them, call them a nutter, alright? And well, you're going to get angry when your family are trying to bump you off and poison you and trying to force power of attorney over you and splitting the money amongst themselves to get like gang stalking done and filing false accusations and trying to set them up for crimes they've not committed. You're going to get angry. So there's a lot of stolen type of energy. A lot of stolen. So this person's going to get angry. You can't expect somebody to go through all this and not get mad. Especially when people are being so blasé, like look at my new bike or look at my new car, look at what I've got. This masculine wants to be the ringleader. he's been giving people money. There's a corrupt official involved also, which is coming to light, and that is why they're all going to prison for this theft. Alright? And they're going to appear before this good judge who works with Archangel Michael, who's been working behind the scene with a lot of undercovers, alright, to bring this to light. They've been working behind the scene. They've deliberately tried to force a change in this masculine feminine's life, changing legal documentation, tampering with medical documentation, and then going to somebody who works in a funeral home. Declared this person dead because they was poisoning them to death. And I mean poisoning them to death. They've been working with a legion of demons. A legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through people around you. So they conjure up demons. Okay? They've been trying to do a soul tie. Also, you are soul tied to someone and find it hard to release this connection because they just want this ritualistic abuse to carry on 1616 so they can continue torturing their own family member because there's a lot of money involved in this. Because there's a hell of a lot of money involved. You are protected. What they have planned for you will not work. They're doing love spells. Somebody's working to have your soul tied to them because they are targeting this masculine, this feminine. Someone thinks you hurt them and are mad and out to seek revenge. You could have said, my family is sick, alright? They force power of attorney over me. They keep filing false reports and they keep poisoning me. And they're like, that's out of order, attack. Then they're doing love spells. Someone is casting love spells to win your love, okay? And they're involved in a lot of theft magic. Somebody's out to take something that is yours. This could be love, money, energy, etc. And they've took everything, and I mean everything. They've drained this masculine, this feminine of all of their energy, okay? Took all of their wealth, okay? Split it amongst themselves and then tried to poison, bump the person off and declared them as dead and done a fake will. So these corrupt officials who's been paying for this gang stalking, they're all going to prison for life for theft and all the gang stalking. So we've got, the light will be illuminated on your situation. What is done in the dark will come to light. And public eye. You are being watched by multiple people that don't have your best interests at heart. But who does nowadays? Okay, they've also done a family curse. Somebody's using magic to place generational curses on you and your family. So this cousin is cursing their own cousin along with their father, who is a corrupt official, along with this mature man who is also corrupt and is a leader of a cult, or one of the leaders of a cult. Talk too much. Someone will tell them themselves and reveal their true intentions, true feelings and intentions towards you. Because they're not going to be able to cope with how many bad things they've done, okay? Then we've got a freeze spell. Someone wants to stop any progress on your way to success. So there's a lot of people trying to stop this person from being successful, taking some sort of power of attorney surrounding some wealth, okay? False accusations, using AI, trying to probe this person and provoke this person to act out, flip out. They've been getting a lot of evil eye done on them too. Someone envies you to the point of not wanting to see you succeed. So it's all about trying to stop success. And they have been doing health attacks. Someone is trying to negatively affect your health, either physically or mentally. But we've got completion. The energy work done against you is done, it's over, the spell has been broken. Someone around you is doing white magic in secret to help you without your knowledge. And we've got return to sender. They've also done mirror magic, and then that bounces back. So with energy work, cleansing and prayer, what they did to you will be sent back to them, wrapped in a bow. Mirror work, and then they get instant karma for everything they do. Instant karma, and it ends up bouncing back sooner or later. They conjure up more demons, and then them demons get returned because you've got divine protection, or this masculine, this feminine's got divine protection. You are being protected by divine beings. They see what you aren't able to see and cut it off before it can reach you. So major spiritual warfare, a lot of spiritual attacks. Yeah, so they're going to prison. They are going to prison for everything they have done. It's going to be revealed. They just got in their feels and they was like, nah, I'm not having them have all this. I think I should have this because I want to pretend that I'm more posh and privileged and I should have all this money. But when they're doing all these sick things, copycat. They're very insecure. This uncle linking to this corrupt cousin, corrupt copper, okay? They've been putting on a bloody good show. Fake apology, they're not sorry at all. They're not sorry at all. They're really not. Deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. So this corrupt official is not to be trusted. Trying to kick one of their own family members to the curb and they want to shut up about it, will ya? Shut up about what we are doing. Don't you dare speak out about what we are doing. Bully boy, bully girl type of energy. Alright, they're spending money on promiscuous women. Okay, they're in private relationships, but they are spending it on a lot of promiscuous sex workers. Alright. Yeah, sexual protection. Probably bare backing. Alright. A lot of sex workers. It's about to explode. They're all haters. They're all envious. Alright. They want to make out like the person who they're doing this to is a bad person. But it's them. It's them. Trying to change the narrative, okay? A very jealous, envious, haters, friends who have made a lot of bad choices in their life, okay? And they've had multiple sex partners, and maybe this masculine or feminine who they are targeting has not had as many sex partners as them, so they're jealous. All the twos there. Yeah, they're in private relationships, but they all cheat on each other. Look, love story. They're all in private relationships. They do all this gaslighting, I love you, I think you're gorgeous, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Then they end up cheating on their partners. All of them. And they always like to cause total drama. So even these men, full-grown men, older masculine men, nothing but drama queens. It's all been getting recorded. They wanted to fulfill a fantasy. They was gang stalking on the road, dangerous driving, starting gossip, okay, getting people to follow in vehicles, gossiping, saying, oh yeah, they've done this, they've done that, and then setting people off to gang stalk, assassination of character, okay, watching this go down. A lot of these people have been on a lot of mental health tablets, and a lot of them are heads bent out from a shit ton of drugs. So you could be one of these undercover officers, okay, setting a record straight that, well, it's all a pack of bloody lies. They are set off manipulating, lying, control freaks, bringing nothing but drama, nothing but grief, because they're all a set of envious haters. They always have been, and they always will be. They know they're fucked up. They've all been playing each other. And then they're all trash talking each other, and then they say, I've got depression. I've got depression, Your Honour. I think you should let me go because I've got depression, Your Honour, and I'm on the mental health tablets. I think you should let me go. So we've got corrupt law who's been trying to burn evidence, okay? They're trying to protect like some sort of hooker pal who wants to get away with these charges. A hooker pal who's got on a contract killing, a toxic hooker, sex worker, who's been getting on contract killings, yeah, been getting lippy, constantly getting lippy, causing drama, and then got on a contract killing. Criminal enterprise is falling apart. They've been cashing cheques, the lot. They've been cashing cheques. That's why their bank accounts are under investigation. Okay, so even if they have tried to get rid of evidence, these good coppers, these good investigators, they're going to be like, well, how was your bank account at this point? Because they've been caught, you see. How was your bank account at this point? And now you've got all these millions. You've got all these hundreds of thousands. That's why they're all under investigation. So you could be an undercover investigator and already knowing the tea that they've all grouped together to destroy and fulfill a fantasy and creating a false narrative, doing everything they can, causing drama, because they're very, 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 very toxic. And they're going to be revealed for being very, very toxic. Stolen identity, quite possibly. Doppelganging, okay? They're going to get done for a lot. A lot. And they're going to end up getting beat up in prison for it also. They're going to be revealed for being fake, but they wanted to trot around acting high honour, or quite possibly because there's corrupt law, they act all high honour, but they're actually fake. They're actually fake. Fake privileged. Fake privileged. Because it's all from robbery, enforcing power of attorney, and bumping people off, and doing money laundering and stuff like that, like racketeering or whatever. And they can't get away with all this because that is a shit ton of major crimes. Okay? Gross misconduct, something that is very serious and has very serious effects. Very serious. And getting fired for all these cover-ups. In the process, you could help save someone's life. They've been trying to do witness intimidation, harmed or threatened. So anyone who knows about this, anyone who is a witness, they've been trying to intimidate them and do dark energy work on everybody. So dark energy sent your way will be turned back on the sender, a failed attempt. So it's all coming out. They keep getting instant karma, but they want to keep recruiting more people, okay? So then they get hit by karma because they do not want to let go of the money again, the recruiting people, and say, come on, meet me here, all right, and I'll give you a load of drugs. I'll give you a load of drugs, all right? I'll give you some money so you can get yourself out on the lash. You know, this prostitute, they'll sleep with you, look, and give you some sort of sexual favours, and you can go out on the lash and you can go out dancing with this feminine. Wow. 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 That is absolutely shocking. Sexual favours for immunity and giving people prostitutes. Wow. Giving money to these prostitutes with stolen money and then going out drinking, partying and celebrating. 28. So concerning. Okay. And we've got message of concern. They've been caught out, okay. They've opened the letter and the letter says, get yourself down there, alright? Get yourself into work or what have you, and then boom. They're going to lose all the jobs, even the corrupt law, you know, like attorneys and stuff like that. They've got a letter saying that they're going to have to sell their business, they're going to prison, and they're going to need a bloody lawyer. So the lawyer needs a lawyer. The attorney needs a lawyer. They need solicitors, but how can they pay for it all with stolen money? Don't make sense, does it? So this is why the bank accounts are going on block, and they're going to have to find another way to get some sort of solicitors, because the bank accounts are going to get blocked, because it is multiple bank accounts with this money in, is what I'm getting. So if that really resonated, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel to grow. Sending peace, love and light.